Well, it's Friday, and that means we are taking a look at the major stories of the week and the questions that you had. And on Wednesday, we brought you a story about a program at Boise State to recycle those orange bag products. And you had a lot of questions. We did too. So we went and got some answers. But before we get to the questions, let's all get on the same page here. And you can always, of course, send us text messages with your comments or your questions. The number on your screen, 208-321-5614. But we are going to take a look now at a story from our Katya Stepovic.
Yeah, we're not limited by the amount of plastic trash we have at the moment.
Scott Phillips, professor of material science and engineering at Boise State, is no stranger to these orange bags that come from residents across the Treasure Valley to his experimental lab. And what do they do with them?
We take the orange bags and we're purposely not taking anything out of them, meaning we use everything that's in the orange bag. And so we combine all of that together. When it's full, we end up with shreds that look like this. Right? So we have buckets of this now, and for lab testing, we put it into molds, actually, like this one. The two big metal pieces are both hot, and then we put some pressure on it, and it compresses everything down while it heats up the plastic.
Then you end up with a square like this. Ow. Not much happens with them after that. For now, at least.
What I would love is to make boards, right? So make different types of boards, give them to construction management students who like to build things, and have them build things like trash cans on campus, benches on campus. I think dorm room furniture could be made from these kinds of things. At the end of the day, when they're no longer needed, we can shred them back up and put them right back in the process.
And that's not the only experiment cooking up on floor 2 in the Micron Center for Material Research building. They're also experimenting with creating their own kind of plastics that can be used over and over again without deteriorating or adding more materials, becoming 100% recyclable in a method that uses low energy. So, how does it work?
We're actually looking at abundant natural compounds as the starting materials. Ones that are used in food industry a lot and in the fragrance industry, so they're non-toxic to begin with.
And then through a cooling method,
we're making polymers in that cold area in there, and ultimately we make enough of them that you get a solid out of that.
And then you get material like this, some flexible and some are harder forms of plastic.
So these aren't beautiful, but they're, it's on the way. Oh, it's okay, don't worry. This one is a brittle one. Right.
Sorry.
And that's what we're trying to figure out.
And in their third experiment going on, Phillips and his students use another natural resource to make a different kind of plastic.
We're saying, can we replace certain types of plastics with a new composite material that we're making with sugar as the core to it?
That's right, sugar, which is of ample supply in Idaho.
This is made with sugar.
Yeah. Sugar and some different additives.
These materials can be made into anything from chess pieces to plastic cups, forks, and knives that you can recycle or throw in your compost.
And this can all be recycled.
And this you can just stick in the ground if you want.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
It's just, it's natural stuff, and it just gets decomposed. It turns out we also can recycle it. So if we were to just grind this up, we could put it right back in the process.
The experiments have been tweaked over the years, and now Phillips and his students are eager to scale this up to mass production as the concern over plastic waste grows.
So while I don't think that any one of these products is going to be the end-all be-all solution to all of our plastics problems, it's fascinating to see just the diverse amount of solutions that are out there, and I think that we can be a big part of that.
What we're trying to replace is all types of plastic with these recyclable plastics, and so I see a future where we have one type of plastic that has a lot of different uses that is easily recyclable.
Phillips says some of these low energy processes are ready to be taken to the next level.
We have reached that point now where we've sorted out the fundamental features and sorted out the science of how to do it, and so now it's time to scale up.
Right now, a majority of the orange bags are still being sent to a company in Utah to be used as fuel for concrete manufacturing, but Boise State is going to experiment with low-energy ways to recycle the bags collected here in the Treasure Valley. And we had a couple of questions sent to us about the program, like this one was asked, if the department wants more orange bags, how can we help them and give them our full bags? Popular question. Well, We reached out, and Professor Phillips says right now the university does not have the space for a location to collect and hold the plastics. They are currently, though, partnering with Western Recycling to get the material when they need it.